Hi, I am Tony.
And I'm Annalise, and we are the Rook Room. We are a pop-up business all about unique board game events and experiences. We're popping up at XBK, and we have a bunch of nerdy and game-centered events on the calendar, so go check it out at therookroom.com. Go sign up, get your tickets. So these things include things like competitive jigsaw puzzle events, D&D classes, much, much more, so go check it out.
Yes, and today we have joining us Coral Thede and Sid Juarker, who will be taking the stage at the upcoming live, local, and loud show at XBK on July 23rd. XBK hosts a vinyl happy hour from 6 to 7 for anyone to come and hang out before the show. You do not need tickets to the show to come to those, though you do want to get those tickets before they're gone because the show is going to be amazing. But that vinyl happy hour from 6 to 7 has amazing drinks. Not going to want to miss it. You're going to want to come hang out, have a good time, and have a few drinks before the show. Show starts at 7:30 for all ticket holders. Tickets for live, local, and loud are $10 and are available along with so many more details at xbklive.com. Space is limited, but if you can't get a ticket, there is a free live stream that is at YouTube and Facebook that night, so you can always stream it as well. So joining us today is the star of our show, Coral. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Doing
Good, really
awesome.
good.
Yes. So welcome to Showtime and Tell. This is a segment where we get to know artists and performers just a little bit better by going slightly beyond those usual interview questions and playing a little game, because that's what we like to do here at the Rook Room, is play games. So how this works, in case you are joining us for the first time or just need a little refresher, you've joined us before but kind of forgot how it works, is we will give our guest 3 prompts and ask them to find things around their home, and then we'll talk about them, which is super easy. So are you ready to play, Coral? Are you ready to get this done?
Great.
Awesome. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Now she's ready.
Uh-huh. I love it. I love it. So here are the 3 things we need for you to find for us today. Number 1, something you love doing when people come to visit. Number 2, a favorite piece of furniture or decor. I see many good examples behind you, so I know you have great taste.
Right? Yes.
And number 3, most unique thing in your kitchen. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to grab some items?
I am. Yes. Honestly, if someone's coming over, I'm gonna bring. So I have these vintage glasses that a friend gifted me, and I just love to make sure people drink water. So I usually fill them with water. But I also have this pre-made margarita mix. So if you're coming over, let's just get right to it. Wine also works. I also love to have fresh flowers. I got these for me, but
Ooh, yes.
I could get them for someone else if I wanted to. But they're always here in my kitchen. And I think as far as having I was gonna grab my guitar, but I don't usually play when people come over, so I'm gonna put that one on pause. Yeah, that's probably the first question. The second question was favorite piece of decor.
Yes,
Favorite
or furniture.
or decor. Yes. And definitely loved the drinking activity for when people come over. Those glasses, amazing. So
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Super fun. Vintage Iowa, and my friend actually got them. They were a set of 4, and she was like, I got them because they sparkle and shine. I don't know if you can tell.
It's like iridescent rainbow.
Yeah. So they're just super cute. And I added emergency to my margarita, so it's healthy.
Yes, that is how that works. I've heard that's how it works.
That's how health works, I think. You'll notice I have Dolly Parton up there and disco ball. I'll actually show you this corner of the house. So this is where most of the magic happens, as you'll see from there. But the rest of the house, it's a tiny house. I live in a little blue bungalow in Riverbend. And this corner, there's a lot going on. So just if you need a minute, you can take it. This is a record player that I have that no longer works. I need to get it fixed. But there is art from all my travels. So I got that from an artist in New Orleans. These two are from an artist in Ireland, and guitars here. And then I want to talk about this disco ball because this is probably one of my favorite features. You'll notice when I say disco ball, it's a half. Let's dive into it, shall we?
Yes, please.
The disco ball was on the counter where most of my obviously happy belongings are. And Archiekins McGee Reginald III, my cat, must have knocked it off because I had it so it would not roll away, right? And I came home and it was in two halves. So I'm not saying he did it, but I'm not saying he didn't do it. And you may have noticed, Dolly Parton, you have a disco ball. What do you do when you have two disco halves? You make a disco bralette, which is for Halloween. So for Halloween at Tihi's Comedy Club, there was a show and everyone was encouraged to dress up. It was like day of, and I was like, what to wear? I was looking at these two disco ball halves and I was like, well, I guess stuff them in my flannel shirt, and I went as Disco Dolly. It was a big hit.
That's so good.
Yes, that's awesome. Also, I want to go back really quick to the name of your cat, because this is an amazing name and I want to hear it again, the full thing.
Mm-hmm. So his God-given Christian name from the shelter is Archie. When I got him, I started calling him this, just like one day I spit it all out, and now it's like I sing it at every show because people know it. Like the amount of people that ask about Archie over me is sometimes concerning. Like it really keeps me humble, especially when like hot dudes are like sliding into my DMs and I think it's about me, and they're like, just where's Archie? Haven't seen him in a few days. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'll go get him. You not want to talk to me? Okay, that's fine.
Okay, fine.
So his full name is Archiekins McGee Reginald III, but it's actually more of a jingle. So it's Archiekins McGee Reginald III.
That sounds like someone bought that to put on cat food, and the cat food is named that.
It's almost like if Phoebe's smelly cat was like specific to Archie.
Can we see him? Is he around?
He has his own jingle. I will grab him real quick. I locked him because it's really hard when you have two gingers, like they try to both be the star. But yeah, I know he'll want to be on. Archie. So.
Oh my God, he looks so sleepy.
Yeah, he was asleep. But this is worth it. So long story short, I don't like cats. Not really, but I didn't like cats. I thought I was allergic. And then I was at work and we got sent to work from home due to COVID. And my coworkers were like, maybe you should consider getting a cat because like the 12 plants don't seem to be enough for you on your own there at the house. And I was like, okay. So I Googled cats for sale in Des Moines, and he came up on the Furry Friends page. And I was like, immediately, like I kind of have a bit about this, but he looked like me hungover. Like he just looked like he needed, like some Gatorade and a Jimmy John's sandwich and just someone to give him some TLC. And when his name was Archie, I was like, okay. So his name's Archie. Obviously, we have the same color hair. And he was also born January 1st, which is my birthday.
What?
Weird. Practical magic right there. Yes. And then his bio, word for word, was like, big, orange, and lovable, loves to be held in between naps and eating. And I was like, that's literally my farmersonly.com profile. Are the same person. The only difference is he found a home and I'm, still looking. So
still on Farmers Only, just
plowing away.
Plowing away.
Mr. Ray. But no, he's obviously annoying as pets are, but he has feline leukemia, and I was like, it was one of those when you know things. So yes. I'm very glad I had him here to keep me company and just have something to help take care of this past year.
Yeah, and to try some material on.
Oh, he gave me plenty of content. He has a lot of fans. I've literally gotten like letters from people who are like, and tell Archie I said hi, or like, again, he's his own. He's almost like Doug the Pug Nashville version, but like to Des Moines. I should probably start his own Instagram. Honestly,
it sounds like
Archie needs his own Instagram, and then I can like get into things. I'm like, do you want to do a photo op with Archie? Like VIP.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a great idea. And it also sounds like another thing people like to do when they come to visit is hang out with Archie.
Oh, yeah. Like, people are like, I'd love to stop by and see your cute house and also your cat and also Archie and, like, the Archie. And, We should do that. We could do some sort of Rook Room, like, I don't know, scavenger hunt with Arch. I mean, he's clearly loves to be in front of the camera, so the options are unlimited.
Yeah, let's make him Instagram famous. Like a good hashtag. I'm sure you can come up with a good hashtag for.
I'm a big fan of alliteration, obviously, and I was trying to think of like something with arches, or I mean, it'd be more convenient if we lived in St. Louis, but
the hunt for red cat tober. I don't know, something like that.
Ginger, yeah.
We'll work on it. We'll workshop it.
Yeah. Workshop it. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, is Archie a harsh critic when you're trying out some comedy on him?
It is. It's actually pretty funny. He doesn't particularly like the bits about him, which I think is weird. Also, he doesn't. Here's what I think. When I sing a lot too, I'm a singer, and so I'll sing, and he always comes over to me. And some people might think him laying on my chest is his way of being like stop, stop. But I think it's him being like, I just want to be closer to the sound. He's kicking in his litter box, which shows me he agrees with me.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's a yes.
So I think he's a big fan of my work, and he honestly, like, I'll come home sometimes and he'll be looking out the window. So like, I know he misses me. I just think he's kind of, has that tougher exterior. Like, I don't need you, but I do. I mean, I get it. I'm the same way, Arch. So we really
have to play it cool. So besides Archie, do you have a unique thing in your kitchen, something cool, interesting that you could show us for this third one?
Oh yeah. What was the third one? The unique
thing in your kitchen. Besides
me? Oh, or Archie, yeah.
No. We're ignoring you again. We're going straight to Archie, just like everybody else.
Did you hear your name? Is that why you came back out? I think he's like, no, I didn't really want to. He's honestly so patient with me, which is like a good perk. I think it's going to be hard for me to date after having him, because like he really, really is patient.
It's just so cute.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna say the most unique thing is probably that I think it's in the shop. These crystals I got from Kin probably like maybe a month or two into quarantine. And I love Kin, I love Heather, I love everything, all the crystals and rings she has there. I purposely don't go in there because I'm like Coral. I have to limit myself. But my favorite part about this is that I put it up in the house and I do my daily affirmations on it. So I've kind of combined them after I found them through the years. But now that I'm on the spot, I'm like, what are they? What am I grateful for? I am aligned with the energy of abundance. My actions create constant prosperity. I welcome an unlimited source of wealth and income and love in my life. All that I seek is seeking me. All that I desire, I already have. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. All the answers are within me. And then I'm just like, gratitude for the day. And then say, hey, Google, play Pony. And then
that's all you need.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is truly unique. And where did you get those again?
A Kin in the East Village.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
My favorite necklace is from Kin. It looks like a little macaroni noodle, which is why I like it a lot. But it's cute. Everything they have is so gorgeous and unique.
All the vintage, even just the way the necklaces are like hung on that necklace wall. And the turquoise. Most of my rings, I have like a huge ring collection from all my travel, or most of my travels. Like, I got this in Paris. I got a couple of them in London. I got, like, that's just my thing is rings. And of course I can't find it now. I got this one in London, which I usually put on my middle finger, but this time. But I've got, like all these little goodies. And every time I just go in there, it's just such like a feel good store, and just, I love all of her stuff.
Yeah. You have so many collections from your travels. Both like the art on the walls, you got rings. I love that.
Well, it's funny because you mentioned the house. So the house, obviously, that I'm living in, there's a whole story we can get to. But this picture over here, I actually got also in Ireland. But at this point, I was in Dublin. I'd seen this house on the listing, the house that I currently live in. And the reason I bought this piece was because I can get closer too. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, like I am home. Like no matter where I'm traveling, no matter where I live, whatever, like I am my own home. And so like that just spoke to me, and I just love the like pop of yellow and everything. And when I bought it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to put it in that house when I buy it. And then a lot of things happened, and then I got it. So it was like, yeah, it was super cool to put that up. And that's one thing too, like having the art and the rings are always such a good reminder for me of like just a little thing, but like a solid reminder of where I've been and like the journey and all that good stuff.
So we have heard that you play guitar. We know you are a comedian due to this conversation so far being hilarious. What can we expect from your show?
I think this show is going to be really special because as a producer and host for Tits Up, that's really my platform to give to other people, honestly. It's not, I mean, it's my show, but it's my show for other people. I want it to be something that lifts people up. And having a full half hour of just me was kind of intimidating. But I'm also really excited because I do combine elements of music and comedy. But I think at my core, in my heart, I'm a storyteller. I just love to share my experiences and the journey to getting to where I am, you know, to do the show at XBK, to have what I have at Teehees, to make the impact in Des Moines that I'm making, has been a really roller coaster, interesting journey of a last few years. So I honestly I need more than a half hour to get into all of it, but I hope in this half hour people get to know me a little bit better, a little bit more of my story, and then they just kind of leave it feeling, you know, lighthearted with laughter at the end of it.
Oh my God, that's so good. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm so ready to laugh. Have you found that people are looking for laughter after the year plus that we have had in this pandemic, and people are just like looking for that reprieve?
Yeah, I think it was Tits Up was actually born during the pandemic, in a sense where I was like inspired by Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That show, just love that show, but also the fact that she would get on stage and she would just kind of say it like it is, or she would like just go into show mode and not bring anything up. But as a performer and someone who is very out there, I mean, I'm very open with what I share. I can relate to that in the sense that sometimes I want to bring it all to the forefront. Other times, you know, there's obviously a lot that's always behind the curtain, but either way, the show must go on. And I think that was probably one of the most powerful responses I got from Tits Up during the pandemic, was that that people needed that laughter, that they felt like it was an antidepressant, that they felt safe there and welcome. And the fact that people, for the performers too, for people who didn't have that in a year. Comedy was a thing that really came together through Teehees during a time when like it was hard to laugh and it was hard to make jokes, but it was like, literally, what else can we do? Like, if we don't, I mean, you can always focus on the bad, it will always be there. But if you take that same energy and focus it onto the light and the good things going on and what you're grateful for, and like I always say, I don't make lightheartedness of the darkness. I just try to see the light through it. And that's kind of where the laughter comes in. And I think after this past year, people not having live entertainment, not being able to go to shows, anytime I look at, you know, Teehees, XBK, Woolies, Lefties, anytime I see a new event on their calendar, I'm like we did it, we survived, you know. And now I'm just hoping people continue to look inward at local artists, at local venues, and keep that going.
Absolutely. And I mean, we cannot wait. We love every one of these shows.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And I'm excited for XBK too, because it's a new venue, new spot, but I know that they've just done such amazing work, and they opened right before Teehees too. So they're like a very pre-pandemic baby venue that is, you know, still here and able to put on shows. I think that's so awesome. So I'm happy to be a part of it. Absolutely.
Well, this was awesome. We had fun. I hope that you had fun running around and grabbing some stuff.
You're awesome.
Yes, showing us your cat. Quick reminder to the folks watching, you can see Coral on stage at XBK coming up this Friday, July 23rd at 7:30. And don't forget, once again, about the vinyl happy hour from 6 to 7 before the show. That's for anyone. Don't even need a ticket. Discounted drinks, vinyl. It's a good time. These tickets are limited. They sell out quickly. Go to xbklive.com. Or, of course, if you can't get tickets, you can stream it online for free on Facebook and YouTube right at the start of the event. So don't miss it.
Yes, and Coral and Archie, for that matter. Thank you both so much for joining us today. We love the experience, and we can't wait to see you soon.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me. Are you gonna come say bye? Did you want to? He must have heard his name. He's like, oh,
Yes.
I have some closing words.
Special goodbye.
Bye, y'all. We'll see you soon.